All right, guys, here we go. Been a while since we've taken a look at a JiDion video, but that's what we're gonna do. It's JiDion gives Adin Ross a reality check. All right, hey, better than a reality X, am I right? Hey, thank you so much for the small gut. Your singing is actually really good. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's my next career option.
The fact that you're still banned on Twitch is crazy. When
let me turn myself down.
In reality, it shouldn't be a thing where you're canceled and you're completely banned forever. It should be a thing where you're banned.
I agree with that. I mean, I think that JiDion, I mean, we're at a point now where we have to realize that JiDion got a very disproportionate ban. I mean, it's a little bit crazy. I don't understand it. Maybe Twitch is just afraid that there's too many popular black content creators and they have to stifle it a little bit. I don't know. But like, I get like him getting a temporary ban because, you know, the whole like Pokemon thing. He shouldn't have. I think he got verified and then like instantly like it kind of hate rated or, you know. But I mean, the permanent ban was very disproportionate for sure. But it's interesting that people will kind of like grab JiDion's issue and they'll like. I think that Adin's been banned how many times? It's been like a little bit of a different issue, where he's gotten like chance after chance after chance. So if he's making the comparison, you know.
Yourself and you show you're better yourself. Like, for example, you met up with Pokemon and you made things right. That should show on Twitch. Okay, maybe he's learning and understanding.
Sure,
we should not ban him. Like the fact that it's too corporate to a level where their egos are too big to see that you genuinely went out of your way to realize what you did was wrong and try to make it better and try to make up for it and change for the better, and they still didn't, you know, reverse the ban in any way or give you an option or anything like that. It just, to me, that's stupid, bro.
I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I need, this is a real important question I want to ask here. How much money would it cost and how advanced of technology would we need to deepfake JiDion's face onto a bull, like a BBC bull plowing Pokemon? Because I think that that might be the perfect metaphor for unity that displays that JiDion's a changed man, that is bigger than black and white, and that he knows how to satisfy the upper echelon of Twitch. I feel like we have the technology now, right? With the whole deepfake conversation. And if Pokemon didn't consent to it, she's racist. This way we cover all the bases. Like, this way it's not like a non-consensual thing. You think that that's possible? It's something to think about, bro. I'm just saying, dude. By the way, strawberries and cream diet Dr. Pepper is pretty good.
To be so booty hurt about what Twitch did. Even after I met up with Pokemon, I was like, oh man, they should have unbanned me. Didn't unban me. And you know what I finally realized, Adin?
What?
I realized I'm over here trying to show a whole corporation that I'm a good person when I know deep in my heart I'm a good person.
That's very based. Plus, YouTube's a new way to go.
The person I wronged, Pokey, knows I'm a good person. My friends, my family know I'm a good person. Who gives a fuck what this corporation thinks? So, you know, I actually had an appeal the other day. You know what I said in my appeal? I said this word for word. Yo, ... You should unban me, ... But it's your site. Do whatever you want. Lol. Boom. I said,
I wonder if that works.
I said to myself, I'm not going to write no heartfelt apology letter or nothing like that because they don't deserve my heart. I just sent the appeal in.
That's fair. I agree with this.
So if I get unbanned, I get unbanned. If I don't, I don't. But like,
you know, it's interesting because I was banned on TikTok. I know I talk about it all the time, but you know, about a year after my ban, on the anniversary, I was able to put in another thing. I was able to put in another thing to get my account back to overturn the ban. And this is what I said. I poured my heart into it a little bit. I said, like, listen, you know, I was banned, you know, at the time when I got banned, I was making content that was approved to be put up. And then one day when you guys changed your standards, a bunch of my videos pulled out at once and I was permanently banned. However, like thinking in like retrospect, I've realized that like some of the content that I made isn't content that I would stand by now. Some of it was more provocative than I'd like to show now, and I mean it's like a significant amount of growth. I've grew my YouTube channel, this and the other thing, and I was like, yeah, I've changed for the better, and like you know, and they just rejected it, and it's like, you know, I don't know, man. Especially for like these, in my opinion, somewhat dying platforms like TikTok and Twitch. Like, who cares? And I'm not saying that they're going to die forever, but I mean, like, they're kind of settling into what their relevancy will be. Twitch is going to be the Nintendo, not even the Nintendo Switch of streaming platforms. Like when I say that, it's going to have to become a secondary platform because I think that YouTube is going to probably overtake it. It's not very good for its creators. There's no way to get visibility on there unless you use other alternative sites. And I think it's like something like YouTube Shorts or other Shorts type content is kind of taking over TikTok a little bit. They're not going to destroy TikTok, but like for instance, YouTube pays better. So who cares anymore? Fuck them. They don't really care. I feel like their entire business model is to just remove content that people report, not necessarily that is provocative in any capacity on TikTok. That's why I keep getting banned on this new account. I'll put a video up, it'll get taken down for community guidelines. I'll appeal it, it'll go right back up, but the damage is done and I still get the weak ban. So
like, you know,
they're holding me back because I got multiple videos over 1 million. It's a little frustrating because I know I could like hit on TikTok and it would draw attention to my channel, but hey, what are you gonna do?
I'm not doing anything anymore to show Twitch that I changed or I'm better or, you know, I completed my redemption arc. Fuck Twitch. Like, my boys know, like, damn, JiDion, he changed for the better. JiDion's making moves. JiDion's out here just making us smile and laugh. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, like, I like genuinely, like, if you asked me this probably like 6 months ago, I would be like, yo, man, yeah, man, it's fucked up. But me today, bro, is it fucked up? Yeah. Do I care? Absolutely not, man. Fucking, I am good where I'm at, and I got my boys.
That's because you don't care. I mean, obviously, and again, bro, that's really good that you have the mindset because you don't need that shit, and you don't. But what I'm trying to say is, what I was trying to say was, if you don't agree with me, the fact that you should be unbanned by now, the fact that you have the appeal when you showed that you're you're bettering yourself, and you did that thing with Pokemon, you guys developed a friendship and all these things, you showed like, hey, like it's corny as fuck to do what I did, I made up for it, I apologize for it. I don't know. I just think you should have been unbanned from that. You shouldn't even have to appeal. There's nothing to appeal.
Well, no, I appreciate you, like, you know, I think your opinion's valid and everything, you know, like, I really do think your opinion's valid. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, no, Adin, you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying, like, the ball's out my court. You know, my dad always told me
I got the strawberry Dr. Pepper at Walmart, bro, okay?
You can't control people's actions, but you can control your reaction. Okay, so it's like, damn, they didn't ban me. Oh well, like it is what it is. Their actions are showing.
True, that is true, and you kind of have to go with that. It's funny. My wife was telling me about this OnlyFans girl that, like, you know, she follows on TikTok, not for the OnlyFans. I wish, am I right, guys? But just because like she likes the content creator, and she was like, her Instagram was banned, and she was like getting upset and like crying because it was banned because, you know, she was using it to promote her OF, and she's probably putting stuff that was too risque. Which, by the way, some of the stuff on Instagram now is wild, bro. I don't even know in my feed. I don't even know why it's in my feed. I don't like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of have to just be ready for it, and you have to adjust. You know, if you get like an account banned, you just need to have a better infrastructure to maintain. You know, you need to be able to have a different avenue that can help you kind of get your stuff together. You just have to do that, or you're going to fail. I mean, it's just that simple. And sometimes you just have to take it on the chin and be like, yep, this is just what it is. And if you're going to be successful, you should be able to do it again. And if you can't, then life is a stinky boy, you know?
That they don't want me on their site. And that's cool. So why would I want to go somewhere where I'm not wanted? You feel me? It's like, if someone's racist as fuck, it's like Gucci. When Gucci put out that fucking racist ass thing, when they put the blackface thing out, it's like, okay, damn, they're putting out this racist stuff. Okay, so if they don't respect my money, why am I gonna go buy a Gucci bucket hat? Why am I gonna go buy
That's
that?
fair.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go buy me Ralph Lauren backpack for $25.
Or
call it a day.
Or you can go buy a lounge fly. It's more of a girl backpack, but I mean, I like getting my wife the lounge flies a lot. Okay, those are fun. I enjoy that she collects them. You know, it's almost like I collect them now. You know, because I spend so much money on it. But like, I kind of like it. But I don't really like having things. I like getting things for my wife. You know, that sounds weird.
You know what I mean? If you can't respect my morals or me as a person, then you're not gonna get my money. And that's the only way to talk to corporations like this. At the end of the day, like, we could tweet, we can add, we can make exposed videos, we can do all we want. But at the end of the day, the only way to affect these companies is to hit their bottom line.
True.
That's all they care about, because they're not
True.
moral people, because they're corporations. Like, I mean, me personally, I don't have any insider information. Did you hear about that Pokey situation where she said some, like, me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I think that shit was a nigga at Twitch.
What do you mean? What did Pokey say? I'm not understanding.
So if some nigga at Twitch is treating one of their top creators like that, then
okay. So the thing where Pokemon was talking about how somebody was being like very inappropriate with them in that one video. Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe it was a person at Twitch. I suppose.
Well, like, of course they're not gonna fuck with me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like they tweeted out at Kai. Kai hit the milestone for passing Ludwig and everything. Don't they, like, of course they're gonna optically, be like, yo, congrats Kai and everything. They don't even follow the nigga. And then they were hoeing him behind the scenes. Like, you know, like, bro, all they care about is money at the end of the day. And you know what? It is what it is. And at the end of the day, YouTube only cares about money at the end of the day. You feel me? Like, I make YouTube a shit ton of money. But, you know, YouTube, at least when I call my partner manager, if I have a problem, I can get something done, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's like all corporations mostly care about money. Like, that's kind of how the way people operate. That's why, like, we were talking about the Hershey's ad, right? Where they have the ad, and it's like the corporation doesn't really care about trans people, probably. They just won't care about the money. But they'll employ people that care about trans people, right? And so the idea is like YouTube wants to make as much money as possible. And part of that business model is to treat their employees like people for the most part. They can be frustrated dealing with them sometimes. And you know, but the priority is going to usually just to make money, just to make money. And so you have like a partner manager that cares about the person, they'll advocate for the person, and then ultimately that might not get them anywhere. But not for nothing, I did dodge that, and I still got hit, so that's whatever. But I don't care. Like, I'm not butthurt about it. At the end of the day, even just being heard, even if they don't do anything about it, is like very important for people. It just shows that like you're respected in some capacity, right? So. But yeah, I generally like YouTube more. They did take a video down of mine and said it was like hate speech. It was weird. I did a reaction to a Blair White video where like she said TikTok was creating trans people or whatever, grooming people into being trans or something. I just disagree with it, but I used her title and then like, you know, popular reacts. And then I think that's why they pulled it down. But they wouldn't they didn't put it back up. They didn't answer me when I was like, hey, what's up with this? They're just like, we can't discuss anything. It's like, damn, bro, the transparency is frustrating sometimes. But I do think that the reason that they did the reversal on the cursing stuff is because just because YouTube is like losing money demonetizing so many videos. Frankly, that's my opinion. It could be wrong, but I think that's what it is.
Like right away type shit. Yep. Well, that's corporate, bro. I think that it all starts with cancel culture. The way that people try to flip narratives and just try to make people look to be like these bad guys because of this Twitter shit. But I'll say this, bro. Without Twitter and TikTok, there'd be no such thing as cancellation. I don't think. I don't think if there's no Twitter or TikTok, facts or chats, both chats. He's
probably right about this. Like Twitter and TikTok, I think are like two of the most toxic platforms that exist. And people feel too strong. There's you know what it is? There's too much public attention. There's communities around Twitter and TikTok. Like YouTube Shorts doesn't have a community. Instagram Reels doesn't have a community, but Twitter and TikTok do. And not only do they have a community, but they have short form content and a community. And the reason why that matters is because anybody can get famous off of anything. And especially if you're getting famous off of being a toxic asshole, that's people will gravitate towards that. There's like these really, because there's so many people, like when I got canceled on you know, YouTube or TikTok, like there's communities of people who are unsuccessful losers that can't make like a content out of like their, you know, they can't actually make a career out of their content, and they want to, right? That's like I'm not. And those are the people who canceled me because they're like hateful and resentful pieces of shit, and they don't leave room for growth. Like there's one person who canceled me who's been to jail like multiple times, and like there's nothing, like it is what it is. I'm not saying that it's bad that he went to jail. My point that I'm trying to make is that like he expects people to be like, oh, I can change, I could be better. I went to jail, but like I'm better now. But then when it comes to a guy that was making edgy content, like of course there's no path for me to be redeemed, but there's a path for somebody who's like stolen from people to be redeemed. You know what I mean? It's just like these unsuccessful, unintelligent people who just like to shit on people all the time. There's no particular like level of intelligence that's associated with it. It's just being hateful and as provocative as possible. So,
hey, what up? Twitter and TikTok. Will there be cancellation?
Bro, there's been cancellations since the fucking dawn of time, you know? Like, I think we just...
True, but there's more virality in TikTok and Twitter. That's what I mean.
Cancellation now because it's like, you got a name to it.
I'm talking about internet
no, I want healing.
But bro, there was banishments. Like, back in the, like, medieval days, if you were preaching against something, they would fucking banish you. They would be like, yo, get this nigga the fuck out of here. I think they banished Napoleon. They literally banished...
They actually did say that, but they didn't say it with the A, so...
Just Napoleon. So, there's always been cancel culture, quote unquote. But,
sure.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Used to be called exile culture.
Damn, okay. What do you think about cancel culture, bro? Do you approve it?
Oh, I love it.
I look at cancel culture like this, man. You know, me personally, I feel like if we read the Bible tells us everything with how to deal with life. And in the Bible, it says, if the world loves you, then you hate me. And then it says, if the world hates you, then you love me. So what it's basically saying is, Christ is saying, like, if you're a true Christian and you follow the way of life, the world is not going to like you. They're going to cancel you. They're going to call you a problem, this and that. And so you got to look at it like that. If Christ is saying that you're already going to be, quote unquote, canceled, then you shouldn't have to worry about what the world's going to say. As long as you're safe and in Christ's hands, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
How religious would you say, like how connected with religion, like Christianity, would you say you are 1 through 10?
1 through 10, man, there's definitely always room for improvement, bro. I'm not, I can't put myself on a scale, but I would definitely say like I'm a far walk.
And on the 8th day, God said, "Let there be prank videos." Okay, that's how close JiDion is to God. Okay, I don't know if you guys knew this. You're not reading the correct version of the Bible. Okay.
Away, and I'm trying my best just every day to get closer.
How do you feel about like other religions like Judaism and like Islam and like,
Well, I mean, it might be kind of controversial to say this, but I feel like Christianity and Judaism kind of really go hand in hand. It's like like you can't really have one without the other from the perspective of what you look at.
No, the New Testament, the Old Testament.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean.
Depending on who you ask, you can't have one without the other. But and then Islam, I really don't know too much about Islam, but I actually have a Quran downstairs because I like to educate myself on all things. Like I want to be well versed. Like if someone's talking about anime, I want to be able to chat about anime. If someone's talking about football, I want to be able to talk about football. If someone's talking about fitness, I want to talk about fitness, so on and so forth. So I feel like if you're a one-trick pony, then you're limiting yourself in life. So I'm not gonna say I know everything because I definitely don't, but like I try to dabble, but definitely my life is in Jesus's hands without a shadow of a doubt.
Gotcha, bro. I love that. I love that for you, bro. It's amazing. Now it's getting to a point where everyone's feeling entitled, and that like on Twitter, especially. So I think Twitter and TikTok is so bad. I love them. I love the apps. They're like crack, right? But it's the devil in a way, and you're a Christian, so you know that the devil will sometimes have traps and all these things.
If you follow the God,
I mean, I think that the greatest trap the devil has is Andrew Tate, Adin. Okay, the justification of a sex trafficker. I mean, that's what you kind of like. That's the devil trap. He makes you feel good about yourself because he gives you direction in your directionless life. But so does Satan, doesn't he? I mean, but like, let's be real, bro. Okay, let's be real, man. We're gonna talk about a real devil. It's probably not so much the Twitter people as it is the guy that actually sex traffics women. I think that might be more sinful behavior. Okay. All right. And also by the way, is selling webcam porn. That's also sinful according to the Bible. Even if you don't think he's sex trafficking, the fact that he has like an entire organization of that, shouldn't that be enough for you to be like, oh, he's not very godly? Like a little weird, just saying. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like when you look at things through like a spiritual eye, you see traps, and like, bro, there's traps on both sides. You have the obvious trap.
I love traps, bro. Oh my god, I don't think you're allowed to call them traps anymore, though. I think that you're supposed to say they are trans women, but I still love them. Gotcha.
Traps, like the porn and all this other stuff, and then you have the not so obvious stuff that sometimes people need like spiritual awakenings to see through. Like, fuck, man. Like, okay, on surface level, this isn't bad, but then when you really get down to it, it's like, damn, like really, like I see how this is affecting me, my faith, the way I'm moving and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like, even though the views are up right now, I just had a number one video on YouTube. I'm having to like humble myself because, bro, like it was a point back in, it was like December and January, where whenever I was scrolling and I would see a TikTok of me, like I would read the comments and someone would be like, yo man, JiDion fell off hard, or they would say, damn bro, like I can't believe I used to fuck with this dude and that and that. And it hurt me to the point where it was just like, fuck, I don't want to be on TikTok and Twitter because I don't want to see that stuff. But now looking back at it, like I had one clip went viral, and
yeah, that's just kind of what people do. They say that, and it does hit your confidence. Like, people will say that on my TikTok as well. Like, obviously, I fell off. I was a fucking banned idiot. But I'll still able to hit viral videos if I'm allowed to be on the platform. What's so weird is I gave up clips for a little bit because I was getting frustrated because I kept getting banned on TikTok, and it was irritating me. And then, like, I looked the other day on my Instagram, and I had, like, I had one video with, like, 100,000, or one clip with 100,000, and I had, like, another clip with, like, 200,000. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, you still got a little bit. There's still hope for you, brother. Just gotta, keep the consistency going. Got to kind of push through it. Some people are just going to be toxic because they're meanie heads and they're unfulfilled in their own life. You know what I mean? And, nobody likes a meanie head, bro. Nobody likes a meanie head.
I read the comments and they were saying the exact same shit. And I just like read it and I was like, damn. And then I just went on about my day. And then we were coming back from London and my editor was like, bro, man, these dudes are saying all this. I mean, my filming was like, bro, these people are saying all this stuff about you and stuff like that. And I was just like, bro, it is what it is, man. Like you can't make everybody happy. Everybody's gonna always have something to say. Like, the only thing I can control is how I feel. And so Like that's the only in that situation. That's the only thing I can control. So I'm gonna control that by being happy. I'm gonna control it by like, hey man, you know what? They're entitled to their opinion. They can say whatever they want. You know, at the end of the day, like you have a mouth. Speak your mind.
Yes, you do.
I don't even smoke weed. I feel high when I'm next to you.
All right, interesting video. There's a whole full conversation. I just don't feel like watching it.
I want Papa God to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.